Good evening. Welcome to the Mill Creek Township Municipal Building and the monthly Planning Commission meeting. At this time, I call the meeting of October 6, 2020 to order. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this meeting is also being streamed live online. Public comment will be accepted via telephone during the designated portion of the meeting with scheduled arrangements prior to the meeting. When calling tonight with a comment, you will need to begin by stating your name and address for the record. Also, there is a delay built into the live stream. To prevent echoes and confusion, please turn down the volume of the meeting video while on the phone. All please rise now and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Anyone in attendance, please make sure you sign the sheet in the back, the attendance sheet in the back for the record. Next, I'd like to introduce you to the members of the Planning Commission and our support staff. Up here to my left is Pete Cabea, and to my right is Dave Skelly, members of the Planning Commission. We also have with us Matt Waldinger, the Director of Planning and Development, Matt Puzz, Zoning and Development Officer, Jenny Hernyerson, the Township Council, and Denise Pizarro, the Recording Secretary, Township Recording Secretary. We were informed this morning of the death of one of our Planning Commission members, John Police. He died this morning and we were notified of this right away. John will be missed by us. He's been on the Planning Commission for quite a few years and has had a lot to do with other things within the township here. And he surely will be missed by all of us. I don't imagine there's any details yet on anything, but you know what is going to happen here. But we will miss him, and may he rest in peace. And God bless and help his family this time. Thank you. One other item before we get going here: the November monthly Planning Commission meeting will be on the second Tuesday of November, due to elections being the first Tuesday. That's a hint, vote. Thank you. Mill Creek Planning Commission is a recommending body that hears testimony, asks and answers questions, deliberates and passes a recommendation on to the supervisors who make the final decisions on the issues brought before us. Subdivision, land development plan, or conditional use application discussed tonight, if acted on by the Planning Commission, will be considered by the Township Supervisors at the regular meeting to be held on Tuesday, October 27th at 7 p.m. in this room. The rezoning will be considered by the Township Supervisors at their regular meeting to be held on Tuesday, November 10th at 9:30 a.m. in the Township Assembly room, this room here. The first item on the agenda tonight, did I ask to get the minutes approved? Before we start that, yes. Call for a motion to accept the minutes of last month's meeting as written.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. First item on the agenda tonight is County of Erie. It's a small subdivision plan to show the creation of a .035 acre lot from tax parcel 33 29-59-3 that has become an integral part of tax parcel 33 29-59-4, resulting in a .715 acre parcel of land and a residual parcel of .161 acres located at the northwest corner of Peninsula Drive and Hawes Avenue in tract 007.
Sanford, 4721 Atlantic Avenue, here on behalf of the applicant. I prepared the survey drawing that's before you tonight. It's essentially this subdivision of a 5-foot strip. It's basically 5 foot by 300, and it separates Mr. Panvar's property from the cemetery. And it's owned by the county of Erie. This is, under normal circumstances, it would be a side lot addition, 5-foot strip being sold from one property to another. In this particular case, it does create a landlocked residue, and we understand that. And so I just wanted to explain that kind of quickly, if you don't mind. The county of Erie owns this strip, and Mr. Panvar approached them and asked if he could buy this strip of property. And the county agreed, said yes. So they asked him if he wanted to buy the whole strip, and he said no. He does not want to purchase the property that's not adjacent to his, quite frankly. So the county and him agreed to that. I prepared the plan, and that's why we're here tonight. I do understand it's unusual with a landlocked residue, but the county understands that. They own it. Mr. Panvar understands that. He's purchasing it. So it's basically just a side lot addition subdivision.
All right. All right, so he wants to buy, the backside of his property is just about the middle of Adams Street,
Yes.
close to the center line of Adams Street. He wants to buy from Peninsula Drive back to the backside of his property, 5 foot wide. How many feet you said it is?
It's about 300.
Anybody have any questions or comments for him?
He's going to have to plant a hedge, you know. Kidding.
It's also going to require a modification by the supervisors.
Because of the landlocked residue? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, anything else for him? Nope. Anybody here have any comments or questions? Okay, thanks, Mike. Next item on the agenda is Real Family Limited Partnership. It's a small subdivision plan to show the creation of a 9,528 square foot lot C1 and the creation of a .167 acre lot, which has become an integral part of tax parcel 33 15-49-30.03 from tax parcel 33 15-4930, resulting in a residual lot of 4.577 acres located on the west line of Wingate Road, south of West 6th Street and tract 006.
Again, Mike Sanford, 4721 Atlantic Avenue. I prepared this plan for the Real Family Limited Partnership. Essentially, it's behind the Colony Plaza. This one's also unique. The property is zoned commercial, but it has multiple structures on it. The commercial Colony Plaza, and then also these couple of rental houses. It's strange. There's residential properties in the commercial district. We acknowledge that. How it got to be that, not really so sure, but it is what it is. So Mr. Real's sister lives there on Wingate Drive, and she would like to have a little side lot addition, a little more property for her side yard. She has a nice hedge there and some landscaping. And then also they just want to create a lot that encompasses that one rental home there on Wingate. So essentially it's a one-lot subdivision and a side lot addition as well. And then of course the Colony residence.
All right, the existing house that you've taken the land away from, I guess, that's one of the rentals properties from the Colony Plaza, correct?
Yes, there's two rental houses.
Two of them right there.
One of which we're subdividing off, one of which is staying with the
Okay,
residence.
yes, okay.
Why aren't they doing both lots, both houses?
I honestly don't know. When I met with Mr. Real and his sister, this is what they asked me to do. I didn't ask that question.
Okay.
I just really don't know.
You'd think they'd clean it up at the same time, just
Yeah,
subdivide both houses off? Okay.
I'm not sure.
They don't have to.
Okay, any further questions or comments for Mike? Okay, thank you, sir. Anyone here have anything, questions or comments to make about this subdivision? Sir, state your name and address for the record, please.
Thank you. My name is Dan Edgar. My address is 627 Wingate Road. I am a resident on that street, and I was just curious. We all received a letter in the neighborhood concerning the language in the tract and all that sort of thing, and I was just rather curious. Like it was mentioned, there were 2 homes that are rental units at the end of the cul-de-sac. I live across the street from Ms. Wheel, and I was just curious as to what was going on. It looks like that one, correct me if I'm wrong, just that one property's being broken off from the lot. There's no sort of development in that, just,
It's shown on a drawing.
right, okay, I was looking at it, and I can see that now. So that's, I was just curious to come in as a concerned neighbor, and I appreciate your time, so. That's all.
There is no intention to do anything with the lot other than transfer it to the Reals from Colony Plaza, right?
Just to subdivide, there's no development plan.
Okay, thank you very much.
Just more to mow. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Anyone else? Okay, then the, excuse me, the last item is a rezoning. Diane Baldwin for property located at 3558 West 26th Street, now zone C1, local commercial, asking for a 170-foot by 320-foot portion of the lot fronting West 26th Street and Cockney Road to be classified to C2 general commercial. Sir.
Hi, good evening. My name's Isaac Baldwin. I'm here for my mother, Diane. We're looking to get this rezoned over here. It used to be the Hungry Howie's building. They had a variance that would allow them to have food services in our building that they rented from us. This variance died with the use of the building that they're gone now. The place has been completely renovated for the food industry, and with the current C1 zoning, we're not allowed to use that as any kind of food business. We're looking to get that switched over so we can rent that as a potential restaurant or, something like that. Even the old laundromat that used to be there, the zoning wouldn't even allow that anymore. That is also C2. So the real reason why we're going for the whole frontage of the parcel is we don't have any plans for it right now. We just, in case we need to sell it in the future for some reason, somebody could develop the way they want to along 26th Street. But I don't intend on moving anybody out because they're renting from us currently. So that's about it.
Okay, thank you. Any comments, questions?
No questions, no.
No questions.
Thank you. Anyone else in the room have any questions or comments for this gentleman? Okay, thank you very much. We will now go into, that's the last item on the agenda, so we'll now go into looking these over one more time here and come up with our recommendation for the supervisors. I don't know if I should, do you want me to read these all over again?
No.
Okay. Okay, the first item was a county of area for that small subdivision plan for the 5-foot wide piece of property to be transferred to the owner of the frontage there.
I'd make a motion to approve the proposal, but we should recommend to the supervisors that they will have to grant a modification.
And I would second that.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
could I ask Mr. Puz to read the section of the ordinance that they need a modification from, just so that we could make that a part of your recommendation?
yes, you may, yes, sir.
Thank you.
It has been asked that we read the section of the ordinance pertaining to landlocked properties.
Okay, yes, this would be in the subdivision and land development ordinance, section 12589F. No remnants of land which are not buildable in accordance with chapter 145 zoning shall be permitted. All portions of a plan shall be incorporated into existing or proposed lots unless special usage is applied as part of a development proposal.
Okay.
I will amend my motion then to refer to section 12589F.
Second.
Any further comment?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. And then the last item, the rezoning here for the property across the street here.
Mr. Chairman.
Pardon me? Oops, I'm sorry.
Real.
Is there anyone, what?
No, the real family, the second subdivision.
Oops. Okay. Let's go back here further. The Real Family Limited Partnership. It's a small subdivision to move some property from, near the Colony Plaza from the Colony Plaza ownership to the Real Family.
I'd make a motion to approve.
All right.
I would second it. Do we need to allow the public to call in?
No,
No?
no, that's all prearranged now.
All right, okay.
Yep.
I second it.
Yep. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. That takes care of the subdivisions. Now we'll move on to the rezoning. It is for property across the street from the township building here where Hungry Howie's is. It's 3558 West 26th Street, Zone C1, local commercial, asking for the front portion facing 26th Street and Cahe Road be classified to C2 general commercial.
Make a motion for approval?
And I will second.
All right, any further comment on that?
It's a good thing we agree tonight, huh?
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
No one's opposed. Okay. All right, that is the last item on the agenda for the meeting tonight. I'll now turn the meeting over to Mr. Matt Puz. Has some old business to discuss with the Planning Commission.
Correct. Good evening. Yeah, I just want to give the Planning Commission some updates on some ongoing projects that we have. The Mill Creek Township zoning ordinance, I think we are approaching a final draft for that. That would be, out for comment. We've also pretty much solidified the zoning map. So both the map and the text are approaching the final draft. Then we'll be moving into the subdivision land development ordinance update shortly. Any questions or concerns on that update? All right, and then the official map, we're also updating that document. I'm thinking we're going to be approaching a final draft with that. We divided the township into 4 quadrants for that. We pretty much have a rough draft for 2 of the 4 quadrants, and we hope to have a final draft for the last 2 quadrants next week. Then we'll compile that and be able to create like a master final draft. So just to let you know, both projects are moving along, and hopefully we'll get those finished in a timely manner.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. No further business, no new business. All right, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Stand adjourned at 7:22 p.m. Thank you very much for your attendance and attention, please, and thank you. Keep in mind that the meeting, again, is the second Tuesday of November.
Okay.
Actually,
That's
the
a-
third Tuesday of November.
Pardon me?
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, you're correct.